So I think we're live now. I'm just gonna make sure that we're live before I do the whole intro thing because YouTube streaming is so weird.
Yes, it is.
You have to reset your stream key every time now, and it's like why?
So what you're saying is you might eventually move exclusively to Twitch.
Bro, I basically already have. So I think we're live now.
He was like, once I seen I got paid, boy.
Bro, you're not even wrong though. Twitch actually give me the money. YouTube out here trying to steal money from me. You have to reset your stream key every time now, and it's like why?
So what you're saying is you might
He
eventually
said,
move exclusively
money?
to Twitch.
That's what you're supposed to get.
Bro, I basically already have. Okay, let me check audio levels. Let me make sure everyone sounds nice and crispy.
I'm already crispy.
What if I don't want to be crispy? What if I want to be smooth?
Like criminal or?
He said, money?
Exactly.
That's what you're supposed to get.
Bro, I basically already have.
Why call it crime?
Audio levels.
You know, I'd like to say that, but let's face it,
sounds
I'm
nice
blue.
and-
I'm already crispy.
All right, my West Town Warriors, we are live. How is everybody in the chat today? It is I, your host, Master Blake Senpai the Fifth, joining me today on the ranch. We are joined by the one and only New Type SF. New Type, how you doing tonight?
Okay, that is like by far your worst intro ever.
Anyway, moving on. Rabbit Sensei Gaming's also joining us. Rabbit, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right, being your local anime. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Thank you for asking. I appreciate you didn't insult me and my kind, but I mean, hey, no one likes New Type anyway.
What do you mean your
Well,
kind?
Your kind. You're insulting my kind. I come from the south.
Anyway, and we got our boy Souls here. Souls, how you doing today? Been a little bit since you've been around. What's new?
Gaming. That's all I can say.
I lost a bet. That's why I had to do that intro.
Oh, okay.
I was talking with my coworker, and I was like, "If this is true, I will do a Western accent as the intro for my freaking podcast." He's like, "No, you won't." And I was like, "All right, no, fine, bet. And if you don't, you have to fucking chicken nuggets." And I'm here nuggetless. So we're gonna get right into the topics.
Wait. What was the bet?
Something about if the person, if the individual we were selling a console to would opt for Smash Bros. Or not, and they opted for Super Mario Party instead.
What's wrong with them?
Well, I lost nuggets and respect, so I mean, I'd say that didn't pay
Not
off.
the nuggets. Not the nuggets.
Bro, I wanted the nuggies. I just wanted chicken.
You always
nuggets.
gotta go for the nuggies.
I wanted the chicken nuggies. Either way, we're just gonna start this off by talking about everyone's week. So I'll go first. So my week's been pretty chill. Haven't done a whole lot. January is kind of like the downtime at my workplace. So we don't do a whole lot. It's more so just doing counts, making sure the store doesn't burn down, that kind of goodness. However, I've been using that downtime to take advantage of Kingdom Hearts 3. Your boy picked it up on Boxing Day, and it was like $15. And for that price, I'm not upset. I finished the game yesterday, so I've done it all. Up until the final world, I was really feeling the game, and the final world hit, and then I was like, well, more,
Wait,
please.
hold up.
And they're like, well, what story?
Explain to me real quick. What's Boxing Day? Because I'm just imagining you in the ring like fighting.
Oh, that's right. You guys don't have Boxing Day in America. Okay, so in
No, we
Canada, the week or the day after Christmas is what's called Boxing Day. It's basically a second Black Friday. Everything is shredded in price. It's basically to encourage people to spend all their Christmas money like immediately as opposed to hanging on to it.
Okay.
So like I got
pretty cool.
Astral Chain $20 off. I got Kingdom Hearts 3 like $65 off. Like I got a bunch of good stuff for really cheap.
So what you're saying is, we do have Boxing Day here in the U.S., so we just call it the Steam sale.
True. I mean, to be fair though,
Right.
like usually around the holidays, there's usually a lot of stuff on sale.
See, when I imagine Boxing Day, I
We just
imagine like that
don't
one episode of
specifically call it
SpongeBob
name.
with boxes.
Loot boxes.
I hate it.
You just got loot Boxing Day.
No.
Oh, God.
No. Do not give EA ideas. Do not. So yeah, so there was that. That's where I got all my good stuff. And on top of that, I played. So yeah, like I said, I finished all Kingdom Hearts. Souls, you've been playing Kingdom Hearts 3 too, right? Have you finished it?
I've finished 0.2 and I literally just started. I'm like at the Olympus Coliseum. So I'm like,
okay, you're at the beginning. Okay, so I won't spoil anything then for him because he's still going in. The final world, the start of it, like when all the Xehanort and Ansem, like Xemnas, when they all come together, and you're like, this is a whole lot of confusion. At that point, I felt like you kind of took a hit, but right after, some really cool stuff happens. The final fight is challenging but really fun, really worth it. Overall, I'm satisfied with the game. If I had paid full price for it, I think I'd be a little harder on it. The secret ending is definitely pointing towards Remind, which is the DLC that's coming out in a few weeks. I think it's coming out like the 22nd, so like Tuesday. It's like 10 days out. And I'm definitely gonna pre-order it because the Remind looks pretty cool. You can play as like Roxas and stuff, and I'm in for it. So that's been my week. New Type, how's your week been?
Started school again. Over the break, I played Star Wars Jedi Outcast, and I platinumed it. That was a pretty fun game.
Jedi Outcast or Fallen Order?
Or Outcast. Or was it? No, Fallen Order. Yeah,
the new
Order.
one, right? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the new one. Platinumed that. That was pretty fun. And I've been playing Red Dead Online with some friends, and that's been pretty fun, but servers are pretty jank. And that's all I can think of right now.
All right.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Wait. No, that's it. Yeah.
Yep. Damn it. What about you, Rabbit? Anything cool happen this week?
Yeah. This week's been pretty productive for me. Just been doing a lot of stuff on my own. Working on Xenoblade, as well as a few other things, and coming up with plans for the future. Because Lord knows I haven't done that, and I need to start.
You know what? That's fair. I actually did training yesterday at work for retirement plans and like all these different things, and I was like, this is a lot of words.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, technically, I'm in my retirement plan already, even though I'm not nearly the age for it. But certain things force that to happen sometimes.
I mean, like I've been told my whole life, you're never too young to start saving that money.
Yeah, this is true.
However, I'm still like trying to actually just get money in general. But I mean, hey, if I just cut down on the amount of anime figures I bought, because for those who don't know, I will buy the stupid amount of anime figures whenever they come in. I've got around 30 Gunpla in my closet, unbuilt, because I can't resist. I'm terrible. I just can't resist. Unless like we got a Maganac in, and my boss was like, "You're gonna buy this one too," and I said, "That's hideous." I refuse to build a Maganac because it's not my thing. But yeah, I think Souls is out at the moment, so we will get back to him whenever he gets back. So diving into our first topic this week, we've got so the Final Fantasy remake, Final Fantasy VII remake. For those who don't know, there was a demo, I think, found on the American PlayStation Store, and people now have access to it, and they're data mining it, or they have data mined it, and they've gotten access to like everything in the game, like all the materia, all the different stuff. So yeah, how do you guys feel about all of that being opened?
Man, that sucks. That's like really shitty. Like, it's kind of just like instead of waiting for it, they just kind of just broke into the game, just stole everything. They just don't really care about anything anything the game's trying to show off.
Has Nomura commented on it, or was that just a meme that I saw?
I think that was just a meme.
Okay, because I saw a meme of Nomura saying like, "I'm never gonna make another video game again," and I was like, "Damn, it's not that serious, bro." How do you think
It
Sakura?
definitely sucks though. It definitely sucks for Square Enix over there, especially because this. But it kind of sucks, but it also kind of is their fault. Like, people waited for this game for so long, so they're gonna go by any means to get their hands on it. Plus, you got them YouTubers that just is all in for the views.
Yeah. Honestly, this whole thing with it being data mined already, people having access, that's sort of on them as well. Because if they wanted to, they could have just taken a small chunk. They could have just taken the way it's coded, and a small chunk, put on a completely different file type to where it's its own isolated thing. That way, if people did data mine it, they'd only get what was there. So the fact that they didn't take precautions, it's on them.
Well, I don't think anybody really expects their game to be data mined this soon or stolen.
See, I feel like people really need to, because I can remember back when they put out a demo for I think it was Sun and Moon, and they data mined the entire decks out of the game. Like, I think just companies just leave too much in their demos. What else? There was another game that got super heavy data mined.
Well, there was also the R3 leak.
Which league?
Resident Evil 3.
Oh yeah. Oh, was that an eShop? No, not eShop.
That was Sony's fault as well.
I think that was just Sony. I think that image was actually on the store though, wasn't it? It wasn't actually data mined.
Yeah, but it's still leaked, and kind of sucks.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I think this comes back to Sony for having both of these things. Unless did Square put it on there early, or Sony actually just a leaky faucet?
I'm fairly certain it's Sony being a leaky faucet.
That's kind of what I'm willing to bet on as well. Okay, so Final Fantasy VII has been, for all intents and purposes, completely spoiled if you try hard enough to look for that stuff. Souls is back though. So Souls, how was your week? You do anything cool?
I finally got into Trails of Cold Steel 3, and I feel so bad that I'm starting to play like multiple games at once. That throws me completely off.
I know.
Like, I'm like still early in Cold Steel 3, but I started playing Basara 4, and I swear I sunk way too many hours than I should have in that game. It's just so freaking fun. And I went to IHOP. That was pretty good. So far, so good.
My biggest gripe so far is I was juggling Kingdom Hearts 3 and Horizon Zero Dawn, which are both third-person action games. And their button combinations are nothing at all similar. So I'm hitting circle to jump, and Alloy's like dodge rolling, and then when I'm playing Kingdom Hearts, I'm hitting X to do jumps, and Sora's swinging his keyblade. It's really hard to juggle games like that, especially similar games. Oh yeah, and I was also juggling Halo and Doom. So I was playing through Doom again, and Doom's so weird in the fact that like you don't reload guns like at all.
You just literally, it's like the Dynasty Warriors version of a gunner. You just run and gun all the time.
It's so weird because it's always been like an OCD of mine to like always have like a full thing of ammo, but in Doom,
even when you're
never
like
even
halfway
notice
down. I know exactly how you feel.
All right, let's dive into our next topic. So allegedly, multiple sources are reporting claims that a Nintendo Switch Pro console is coming in 2020. This is supposed to allegedly support 4K and 64 gigabyte cartridges.
Can I go first on this one?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
But bullshit.
At the most,
there's no.
Yeah, because is the Switch itself in handheld even 1080p yet?
I don't think so.
So to jump to a 4K tablet, you know how pricey? I can see maybe like a dock that can output at like a better frame rate, but I don't think Nintendo's going to be hitting 4K for the next couple of years. I don't see that like happening like at all. That's Nintendo 4K?
Yeah. That's a stretch. I think the most we'll be getting is 1080p and like a better performance out of our games.
I would love for like more games to run at 60 frames. Like if I could play Astral Chain on the Switch at 60 frames, would be beautiful. Even some of their other games, like I don't think Breath of the Wild runs at like a really good FPS, but you can stick some of the anti-alias. Like if they just had something equivalent from like the PS4 Slim to the PS4 Pro, where it's not like a super huge jump, but it is noticeable, then I'm down. But honestly, they've already improved the battery life, and they've already like redone the cooling. So 64 gig carts is the big thing that I can see.
Yeah, same here, because the cartridges, that's a completely separate matter. That's not the Switch itself. And we know that there's flash cards out there that can hold to 128 gigabytes, so...
Terabytes, even.
And it's one of my biggest pet peeves when we see games like Final Fantasy X, 10-2, the Resident Evil collections, stuff like that, and like most of the games are downloads, like they're not even on cart. And
that's pretty unfortunate. I heard that's the case with that Assassin's Creed 4 and the Rogue, or what is it called?
The Rogue collection.
Yeah, the Rogue version of it is digital, but the Assassin's Creed 4 is on the cartridge.
And fun fact, CD Projekt Red was able to fit all of The Witcher 3 on one Switch cartridge, so no one's got excuses.
Yeah.
They didn't
I was
like
gonna
kind of
say,
like
how-
downgrade the game though.
I was gonna say, how big are the standard Switch cartridges?
Rabbit, do you know? I think it's 16 gigs. I think. I could be
16?
wrong. Might be 16 or 32. I don't know off the top of my
I
head.
think it's 32 gigs because right now, if they were to upgrade, it'd probably be due to it'd be a double in size, and that's why most people are assuming 64 gigs.
Okay, so the cartridges themselves, like if they went 64 gigs, they'll still be like the same size.
Yeah, and
Okay.
honestly, I think it'd be smart to go for 64 gig cartridges because one, it'll cost about the same for them since grabbing it at a factory price, it's not much different than a 32 gig.
Yeah,
So I could see them doing that. But also the claim of it getting a titanium body, no, that ain't happening.
Yeah.
that I feel like that'll make the Switch like itself even more fragile too.
It would. It'd make it to where overheating could happen a lot faster.
Yeah, I'm actually curious though because we all know the Nintendo Switch dock is pretty much a plastic transfer device. It's
Plastic
nothing
HDMI
really going
shell.
on.
Yep.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll like, since you were saying 4K, if they'll actually do something with the dock itself to help output that. That would make it more believable than actually doing it to the Switch itself.
I could definitely see it because, like, do we have like Samsung tablet or can iPads output at 4K yet? Do we have tablets in general that can do 4K?
Yeah.
No, they can do pseudo 4K. True 4K,
Yeah, it's not
you have
true.
to have yeah.
Even some of the latest Samsung phones are in 4K, like just the regular phones.
My last phone was 1440p, I think, which is like not quite 4K, but like halfway.
2K.
Yeah, basically. But I mean, I just don't think that's a Nintendo move. I can see them wanting to spruce up the console a little bit, so they can keep getting games in line with the Series X and PS5. But I just don't see a 4K Switch, like, if I'm being honest, ever.
It's not gonna
Yeah,
happen
like,
at all.
Nintendo, let's be real, they really don't care about visuals as much as they do. Because they have their own art style that lends itself well to pretty much any
To their platform, yeah.
platform. Yeah. If anything, if they were to do 4K, they would only be doing it for like the multiplats or the third-party software.
Yeah, definitely.
But even then, people don't care about it because there's the Switch though. If you see a lot of people playing like Mortal Kombat, Assassin's Creed, all that stuff, they really don't care about the visuals. They're just happy to be playing that stuff in handheld. So if anything, just a boost in performance, that's good enough.
Oddly enough,
Agreed.
if it's a lot of the time, excuse me, a lot of the time you'll notice that games that look really bad in dock mode, like The Witcher or Mortal Kombat, you pick it up in handheld and instantly you stop noticing those flaws because
True,
you're playing this game. Because I mean, just because it's like a smaller screen. But I actually got a chance to play Mortal Kombat on the Switch, and I won't say that I didn't notice the differences, but I will say that it ran at 60
didn't
frames,
care.
and I didn't care. It wasn't like, it didn't feel like I was playing a PS2 game.
Yeah.
It's I was more so amazed that they could actually accomplish this on the Switch. And Doom actually runs at a solid 30 frames on the Switch now. Like, it only dips like 25 every now and then. There's a lot on screen, but the Switch version and I think the Steam version are the only versions that have gyro controls. And boys, let me tell you how you have not lived until you've played Doom 2016 with gyro controls.
Wait. Doom 2016 has gyro. I'm getting it for the Switch now.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. A lot of the times,
RE4 on the Wii. Give me that on Doom.
why did that not have not on the Switch? Yeah, that's an entirely different debate. It's fine. It's
Oh,
fine.
how is Skyrim on the Switch?
Oh yeah, no, Skyrim runs pretty good. If you grew up playing Skyrim on the PS3 and 360, you'll notice it looks a bit better than that, but it traditionally runs at the same FPS. If you've played Skyrim at 60 frames, you're gonna have a little bit of issues going back, but it does feel
Understandable.
really good. And Skyrim also has gyro controls as well, and I've never thought I would actually enjoy shooting a bow in the game, like by tilting the console, but Breath of the Wild has me spoiled that way. I think Nintendo's really the people I have to thank for my love of gyro controls, because at first, like when every Wii game had gyro controls, I was like, this feels kind of tacked on, useless. Nintendo games, I always felt like they did them well. Like in Twilight Princess, I always felt like that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But games that like had just like random shake features, like New Super Mario Bros., I was like, that's kind of weird. But no, shooters, if we can get the Master Chief Collection on Steam and they have gyro
We do have
controls.
it on Steam.
That's his Steam. I meant Switch. Shoot. If we can get that with like motion controls, as odd as that sounds, I'd be super down.
Yes.
I mean, didn't y'all say y'all preferred Splatoon with gyro control?
Yeah.
certainly do.
Splatoon's definitely great. Also, the JRPG god himself has finally
Snap.
graced us with his presence.
Yo,
Oh,
what's
hey.
up, guys?
Yo,
What's up?
What up?
how you doing, Shadow?
I'm doing pretty good. Just came off a stream.
Oh no, we were watching.
Yeah, we seen you having some more moments. Like you can tell when you really trying when you see your face just like I ain't listening to y'all.
Yeah. It was real. Did y'all see the end of that stream? Because that really went left.
No, we didn't.
chance.
Did you end up beating it?
No, I didn't. He did some
Oh
really
dang!
crazy
Never.
crap.
Oh,
He did he did some crazy crap. Like you would not like. You have to see it to believe it. He did some crazy crap. He went like 3 times. He went like 3 times in a row.
2 times as
Buffed
fast?
himself up like 5 times in a row. It was ridiculous.
dang. We meant to ask you too. What year did you start Nocturne?
I'm gonna say I want to say 2018, but I'm pretty sure it was 2017.
So you've been on this game for years.
Yes, but I'm not like trying to like pronounce it to the world, but I'm saying it's going to get done this year. It's going to get done by July. I'm sick of having this loom over my head.
By
You gotta
July.
make the journey of video.
Yeah,
It's been a long 4-year journey.
yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it done.
I mean, hey, props to you for sticking with it. I would have rage quit the first boss and left.
I don't blame you. That game is no joke.
I don't even know if I can play Nocturne on normal difficulty, bro. That game looks terrifying.
It is. It definitely is.
Like I struggled
'cause it's
with Persona 4 at times.
Yeah. Persona 4 has its moments. It has its moments. I remember having some trouble with some bosses, but then again, I was a young Shadow Elite back then. I was a novice. I wasn't a JRPG god, so I'm sure if I go back to it now, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But yeah, it does. Yeah.
I
So it would
think
have been like a
Persona
JRPG
3 gave me
price.
more problems than 4.
What did you say?
Persona
dude?
3 was only like the last boss fight I had a problem with.
The final
This is
boss
like-
of 3.
Just
Yeah.
was like that freaking house with the chain. You hear them chains.
Did I ever tell you guys the story of how the first time I encountered the Reaper, I left myself AFK in the tower, and I came back from the bathroom, and all my party members were dead, and there was just this dude chilling on my screen. I freaked out, and then the second time when I went to go grind it, I didn't know it made the chains noises, so I heard the chains, and my first reflex was, "No, Mom, not the belt!"
That's funny.
I wasn't ready. And then when I heard it in 5 again, I literally my mom, because I was playing the game alongside my mother, and she was like, I have a belt that sounds like that, and I was like, you are so full of shit. You are nah. I was like, yeah, right. I was like, my little brother must have said something, because there ain't no way. So,
I mean, if you got that little metal tip of your belt, it does sound like that.
bruh. Oh man. So just to quickly recap what we've done. So Shadow, how do you feel about the Final Fantasy remake being data mined?
I'm just saying, like, Square Enix should just come out with the demo already. I don't know what's taking them so long.
Right.
We know it's out there. Just let's play it. You know,
It's not
I'm
like
pretty
it's not done.
Yeah, exactly. It's already done. It's actually, it's on the PlayStation Store, but it's locked behind some type of encryption or something like that. Obviously, the encryption isn't like strong because somebody got
Because
it.
someone got up in there.
Yeah, so like, just come out with a demo already. I don't know what they're doing. I was hearing that they're gonna come out with the demo the same day the game drops. That's weird.
Yeah, I heard that too. I was like, why bother? But
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
exactly.
You said a demo the same day it dropped?
yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't get how that works.
What kind of
But
logic is that?
I don't know. It must be some marketing thing. Like they don't want people to say that, you know, they don't want any backlash of any kind or any type of narrative going around. That's
Yeah.
like maybe like a meme or something like that.
Okay, I got you.
Well, they're a little too late. I mean, it's been 7 years.
I said that's the reason why they got hacked. People been waiting so long.
Yeah. So I'm you know what's interesting? Somebody slid into my DMs and they were like, "Oh, Shadow, I can get you that I can get you that demo if you want to. Like, I could walk you through it easily. It's not that hard." I'm like, the devil was tempting me right now because I couldn't do it.
You're like, just give me the virus link already.
I was like, nah, I'm a chill. I'm a chill and just wait.
It's like that one guy trying to get you to smoke. Nah, I'm
Mm-hmm.
good.
But actually, it's pretty funny because I don't know if you guys know Dreamcast guy. He got
I've heard him around.
Yeah, he quote unquote got the demo. He just so happened to get it. He said in his video, and people are like calling him out on it. If you take a look at his Final Fantasy demo video or whatever, it's got like so many dislikes.
Dang.
Because they know he pirated the thing, and he was
you
trying
know
to
what?
say like he just so happened to be able to play it. Like, nah.
Yeah, I actually did see that tweet going around, and somebody called him out saying the Square did not even send out any codes or anything to
Yeah.
content creators. So you feel
Like if that was me, I would have just came out and said, "Yeah, that's right. I pirated this thing. Yeah,
I
that's right.
know.
I jailbreak my PS4. Like, what y'all want? All right, yeah, I did it, and I did it for the views because I know it's gonna work. All right, so just
exactly.
like, yeah, just be straight up with people at that moment because
Yeah.
he was just making excuses. But I guess he didn't want to like. I guess technically he could legally put himself in compromise.
Yeah.
I mean, he already did.
but
I mean, he didn't technically say it.
yeah, he didn't say anything. Yeah, so it's like, as far as the official on paper is that he's just so happened to stumble upon it.
I
He
mean,
just
I
found
think
the
he did it
PS4 on the
He just
road.
found it. Yeah.
I
But,
feel
like,
like
it was
I feel like if Etika were still here and he had done something like that, he would broadcast it to the world and be like, "Look what I got! Look what I got!"
He probably would, but actually, I don't know if he would because like I think Square
Actually,
Enix would he would take him down pretty hard.
didn't-
Remember, Etika the guy that made that fake switch.
Oh yeah, you're right,
And got IGN even making articles.
bro. Oh yeah, that's right.
That's too funny. Yeah, I remember that.
Does YouTuber Etika World Network have a Nintendo Switch 5 months early?
He trolled
Never say
everybody.
it was fake.
Oh man,
Yeah.
such good times. Such good times.
Yeah, rest in peace, Etika, man.
Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
So Shadow, so I know you would salivate at the idea, but there are rumors of a Switch Pro coming in 2020 with 4K support, and 64 gig cartridges. I think Rob said titanium backing. True or false? Do you think it's real?
I hope it's real. I really do. Like, I would be there day one to buy it.
Oh, I know you would, but realistically, you think it's
Realistically, I believe some type of Switch variant or some next in the line for Switch is coming soon. I don't know if it's a Pro. I don't know if it's going to be more powerful. It might be more sleek. It might do some things that the regular old Switch can't. It might support 4K, but not, run games at 4K natively. Of course not. Like, it'll be able to support 4K output, maybe. But, if it's true, I would love to play Xenoblade Chronicles 2 at a much higher resolution and, stronger graphics. Yeah, I would love for it to be true. Absolutely.
yeah, I think
Realistically,
yeah. Unanimously, we're all like, do you think Nintendo will ever hit 4K?
like native 4K, like making games at 4K. Nah, maybe not. They're not too worried about that. But supporting, like seeing that the Switch can output to 4K, upscaling it, yeah, they could probably do that.
Here's hoping. All right, and now into our next topic. So we haven't done a podcast since I think November was the last time we did one. December just got hella busy, so there's a lot that we didn't have to cover. But specifically, new year, new games, most anticipated game of the year. For me, I know Shadow is gonna get flagged for it, but Souls We Stand, SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom is my most anticipated. Okay, listen, and right behind it is Fairy Tail. Those are my two most anticipated games of the year, hands down, no questions asked. All right, I need SpongeBob and I need Fairy Tail.
But
This
Blake,
man put SpongeBob over Final Fantasy VII Remake, over Persona 5 Royal, over Cyberpunk 2077.
Okay, listen. You say Persona 5 Royal, I say Persona 5 Rehash. But anyway,
Oh, wow.
what about Resident Evil 3 remake?
listen. Resident Evil 3 is. Am I excited or terrified for that? I haven't decided
The
yet.
answer is yes.
Shadow, what's your most anticipated game of the year going so far?
Most anticipated game of the year is easily Final Fantasy VII Remake. I think Square Enix is going to have to try really hard to get me to dislike that game because I love everything I see. If I don't like it, I might have to.
Let the
You
people know.
might not hear from me for a long time. But I honestly think it's going to be really good. Besides from that, I'm not even going to say Persona 5 Royal because that's like a given. That's a staple. I will say Resident Evil 3 Remake. Absolutely. That's a day one calling out of work for the next 2 or 3 days the week that game comes out. But yeah, just those two games definitely.
Are you calling it a work to play the game, or are you calling it a work because you'll be too afraid to leave your house?
To play the game. nothing here
terrifies
me anymore.
Are you gonna stream bits of the game?
Resident Evil? I would like to. Like, provided I have like fun mods enabled, I would like to, definitely.
Because I would definitely love to see you play that. I also plan to pick it up and stream it. I don't know what to expect aside from Nemesis.
Yeah, man, you're gonna.
Apparently
did you have a hard time with Mr. X?
Rabbit, did I have a hard time with Mr. X? I think I kind of.
Yes, you did.
Okay, never mind. All right.
Yes, you did.
Because in my mind, I remember I think it was on the second playthrough. I kind of learned how to kite him better. But I guess the first playthrough, I did hide in the safe room a lot, like a lot.
You were in the safe room for 10 straight minutes.
Oh,
You know. See, I'm glad I asked Rabbit because he remembers this stuff, but at the same time, fuck you, Rabbit.
But real talk though. I had like my first playthrough. I kind of had the same trouble because I was like, how do I avoid this guy? Because I trapped myself between like the save room by the staircase.
Yeah, that's the one I was under, and he just chills out there. He's just walking around.
Yeah. It's like you really gotta pay
You
attention.
gotta go, and there's like liquors in that hallway too. And it's
exactly.
some bulk.
Because you're especially like the first playthrough, you're kind of reserving animal, so you don't want to kill them lickers or anything like that. So it's like they're still going to be in that hall, and then Mr. X is going to show up, and then it's like you got to run. Then you'll alert the lickers. So it's like it's terrifying.
It's they know what they're doing, and the fact that they're more comfortable with the engine now, and they know what they're doing with Nemesis.
I still want to see both of you play through that with the first person mod.
Oh, yeah.
I've done it, and let me tell you, it raised Resident Evil 2 up to a brand new level of pricing, because, no joke, I thought things were rendered individually as you went through the different doors, or different sections of the RPD. But no, that whole thing is just loaded almost completely at all times. Whenever you go into that first room on the bottom to the left, towards the area where we used to have the first encounter with the liquor, if you look up, you can see the room right above you with the statue and everything still. I was impressed.
See, I'm kinda okay with Resident Evil 2 now, but I feel like first person would actually make me scream in every place over again.
I gotta see
so
that
how
for
much
myself.
How many retweets and likes to get you to do it in first place?
You know what? If we can get 50 retweets, I ain't even doing one of those 100 things. If I get 50, Rabbit, make the tweet. If I can get 50 retweets on Rabbit Sensei's tweet, I'll even link it in the top. If we get 50 retweets, I'll play through one of the campaigns, probably Leon's on
in VR mode.
And no. Nope.
Make the tweet right now. Make the tweet
I'm making it.
so we can get it out there, so we can retweet it.
For those watching this podcast in post, you've probably already seen me screaming playing this game in first person. Can we raise it to 100? Is that too late? I mean,
No, it's 50.
Nope, too late.
We can lower it if you want.
that's not gonna. New type. What's your most anticipated game of the year?
Final Fantasy VII Remake, because I already know R3 Remake's going to be good. I know that Persona 5 Royal's going to be good. I'm highly curious on how they're gonna do Final Fantasy VII Remake.
It's only. So wait, so Shadow, you said that they have to do a lot to disappoint you with this game. Didn't you?
Yeah.
Didn't you say that for Kingdom Hearts 3 as well?
I don't recall this. I don't recall saying that. I mean, no, I don't recall saying that at all.
No? Okay,
Absolutely
never
not, no.
So you would say you're more into Final Fantasy 7, or you're more hyped for 7 than you were for Kingdom Hearts 3, like ever?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and the tweet
Final
is
Fantasy 7 is one of my favorite JRPGs. Is my favorite JRPG. So
Yeah, I'm not even gonna retweet that rabbit. I'm gonna reply with it and say do not retweet this.
Oh, wow.
please."
Wow, he's punking out.
Bro, I'm not trying to do this.
all right. For those of you who are wanting to, retweet this, there's the link to it. Have fun.
My man actually dropped the link. Okay. All right, it's already got a retweet. Souls!
What?
That's messed up.
goddamn.
Man works fast. Rabbit, what's your most anticipated game of the year?
Oh, God, it's hard for me because I have a few that I'm really anticipating. I mean, obviously, I'm anticipating the Resident Evil 3 remake.
Absolutely.
I'm also looking forward to Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
That's
But
a
the
serious-
one, and then of course Digimon Survive. But I think the one that's got me the most anticipated for it, believe it or not, is one that I only recently started getting really involved with the series, which is Shin Sakura Taisen, the new Soccer Wars game coming out.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah.
I know it's not
Pretty
it's
fun.
not- yeah, I know a lot of people are divided since it's not a strategy RPG anymore; it's an
Yeah.
action RPG. But I honestly think this is probably the best route for them to take with it, because when being brought over to the West, what's more accepted, action or strategy? And then, of course, there's also the fact that strategy games have sort of been oversaturated here the last few years. So to see a good action RPG will probably get people salivating for it a little more.
Well, is it on the Switch?
It's going to be on PS4.
Should have been on the Switch.
Or the new soccer
Yeah,
version?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I-
it may be a
I
time
know people would buy it.
if I know Switch culture like I know Switch culture, we'll get a Sakura collection of sorts, and then Sega will port the game like a year or two later.
Yeah, that's my
that's
guess too. Because I am guessing it is probably just a timed exclusive for PlayStation. I mean, it's Sega after all. They normally put their stuff multi-platform.
True.
All right, Souls. I think you're just as hyped for Battle for Bikini Bottom as I am. But what's your most anticipated game of the year?
My most anticipated game, I love Battle for Bikini Bottom, but I can't put it up there because
Good job. You're a sane individual. Gotcha.
I mean it's still gonna get that day one cop, but
Nah, man.
it's kind of a toss up. It's kind of a tie between Digimon Survive and Tales of Arise. And Namco, why do y'all do this to me? Y'all take all my money.
Okay.
And it's kind of unfortunate though, because like Digimon Survive was announced way before Tales of Arise, yet we know just as much about Digimon Arise as we do Digimon Survive as we know about Tales of Arise.
I
Right.
was about to say, what's Digimon Arise? I want to play
Yeah, I was gonna question that too. I was like, oh wow.
They both sound the same, Survive Arise. And that's kind of a shame. I feel like the marketing for Digimon Survive has been pretty terrible, but I guess they want to keep, since it seems kind of like visual novel / strategy game, they kind of want to keep the story and a lot of the finer details of the game kind of under wraps. And also, there's not going to be as many Digimon in this particular title because they were basically saying they only want to choose Digimon that will fit the story. So I guess there's not really too much to show of it, but yeah, those are two games on the top of my list. Oh, and I mean, I guess I should make a top 5 or something, but that's Sakuna of Rice and Ruin. I've been waiting for that game for I don't know how long. It's been delayed after delayed. It needs to hurry up and come out.
Yeah, maybe you should make a top 5 on your YouTube channel.
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
But anyway, we're gonna be moving on to the Xbox Series X. So we haven't done one of these podcasts in a little bit. So at the Game Awards, we got our first look at Microsoft's next generation of console, the Xbox Series X. It's a big old mini fridge. There's been memes. It's a big boy. I list all the specs, but we don't do specs here. It can support 8K. That's what matters here. The first it was Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice was the first one. What did they call this one? Was it just Hellblade?
I think it was. I'm not sure. I think it's just Hellblade 2, isn't it?
Is it Hellblade 2? Okay, I know it's a new Hellblade game.
Yeah.
They showed that Halo Infinite, I think, is now going to be a launch title for the console.
Oh, okay, good. I didn't hear about that. Okay.
Yeah, I think they said at E3 that they didn't scrap development, but they started working on just moving it over to the next generation. A coworker of mine had mentioned that they had always launched a major Xbox with a new Halo game. I think the original Xbox had Halo 1. I think the 360 had Halo 3. The Xbox One had Halo 5. And I think the One S launched with Halo Wars 2. Something like that. So it just kind of makes sense.
So Halo Infinite, that's gonna be on PC as well, right?
Infinite? Yeah. They said it's coming to PC as well. We just don't know if it's going to be locked to the Windows 10 store or if it's going to come to Steam. I'm hoping Steam because the port of Steam on Reach, in my experience, has been flawless. So I'm really I always prefer Steam over that stuff. But in terms of if I'll be picking it up or not, if they got exclusives or they give me a reason to, I don't really need something that can support 8K. But then again, I mean, I just got a 4K TV and a PS4 Pro, so I mean, I'm kind of getting into like what beautiful gaming looks like, I guess you could say. I've been playing Horizon Zero Dawn at 4K, and it's a fantastic, gorgeous looking game. And I'm like, this is fantastic, but it's not something that I absolutely have to have. But Shadow, what are your thoughts? Are you gonna get yourself you love graphics? You're gonna get yourself an Xbox, eh?
I'm gonna keep it real with you, Chief. I don't think I'm getting any next gen consoles. Not out the gate.
Not out the gate
at all.
But
nah.
So you're not gonna pick up PS5 day one, but someday, right?
Yeah, someday, because it's gotta have a good RPG that I want to play. If it doesn't, there's literally no point for me getting consoles anymore at this point, unless it's like pretty much the only console exclusive JRPG is Persona. So Persona 6 isn't gonna come out for a very long time. So there's no point in me upgrading. Everything is coming to PC. Either they're on consoles or they're being ported to PC. So there's really no point.
This is actually true.
Yeah, so there's nothing else for me because I am a graphics person, so I already got the PC for that. So,
but don't you want to play Horizon Zero Dawn 2 and Last of Us 2 and
and God of War 2016 too?
God of War.
I don't know, maybe Last of Us 2, but I'm not too excited to play that one. Hellblade, I didn't play the first one, so I don't really care about that.
Oh yeah.
Hellblade's also on Switch, by the way.
It is?
Yeah, it is.
So, I think Hellblade is time exclusive.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I'm really like I think I'm pretty much done with like consoles and physical games.
I was thinking that too until I listened to the Black Okage's podcast, and he kind of made a pretty good point.
What did he say?
So basically, he was saying he says he looks at his PC as an investment, and some of these games be messing up the PC at launch, especially on PC. And he says he likes console gaming for like if he's streaming or making video content because it's less stress on your PC. Like if you're playing something max graphics while you're streaming or making a video, it can kind of put a wear on your PC. So if he's playing like a multiplayer or anything, he just plays it on console and streams it because it's not really about how the game looks when you're streaming or anything. I said that's actually a good little point.
I mean, like if you have good internet and a powerful enough PC, I don't think any of that really matters.
True.
Well, to be fair, when next gen consoles do come out, it is really time to upgrade your PC since newer games are kind of harder to run.
Yeah. basically the.
That's
the-
true. I keep
So-
forgetting I only play
So
JRPGs.
it's not
and
like
Minecraft.
my PC can play
Yeah.
anything, but you got to make sure you got to upgrade it so it can play everything.
I forgot. Yeah, you're right though, Shadow. We do mostly play like RPGs, which aren't demanding. So.
Yeah, they're not demanding at all. Like I have a 1060. That is like a severely out of date card. It runs
Yeah.
every JRPG fine. It actually
Yeah.
runs most current games fine. Like I was running Jedi Fallen Order, the new Star Wars game. It's running at 1060 easily.
Mm.
I'm
I
like,
gotta get that game, by the way.
so. Hey, I think most games are made for like most graphics cards that are out right now.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to
play a
go to
lot of
like
them. Yeah.
yeah, if you want to go to like 1440p or something like that, then I don't know if my PC can handle that.
While doing like video content too.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I can do that at the same. Well, actually, I know I can play a game and do video content at the same time. Like I could play a game and render a video at the same time right now.
You say you can?
Yeah, I can. Yeah,
Shit, must
Easily.
be nice. Jeez.
yeah, man. Yeah, hell,
I mean,
absolutely.
I don't know if you want to do that all the time, because that could like.
That's gonna make your computer run overtime.
No, yeah. Well, I haven't even stressed this computer enough. Like I think I do a bare minimum with this computer, but I wouldn't do it all the time.
Yeah.
I could render and watch it like a 1080p anime easily, so it works.
Well, damn. Let me just sit back down in my Nintendo 720p chair. Damn.
Yeah, sit down, peasant. What you doing out here, man?
Well, damn. All right, new type. So I know you're such a big Xbox guy. You've had your Xbox One for a whole of never. So Xbox Series X. Oh yeah. Well, I think everyone's had a 360.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think there's anything on the current Xbox One that I really want to get. So I'm gonna get anything for the Xbox Sex.
What about
Sexbox. The Sexbox.
What about you
The
want
Sexbox?
that amazing Hulu app and Netflix app?
Oh, ooh.
Bro, imagine
Maybe
they
a 4K Blu-ray.
imagine Xbox makes the Disney Plus app a timed exclusive, so PS5 can't have it.
Oh my god. I mean, I guess people say the Xbox One X is good for like 4K Blu-rays because I don't think the PS4 Pro can run 4K Blu-rays, can it?
Fun fact: the PlayStation 4 Slim can, so the Pro definitely can.
Oh, I mean, is it true 4K though?
It's HDR, so I mean, if the Slim can even support a little bit, I imagine the PS4 Pro can support fully.
Oh,
I don't think you need to buy a 1X to run Blu-rays.
hey, that's just what I heard. Speaking of which, did y'all see last holiday the Xbox One X was on sale with like 2 games and 2 controllers for like $250? I said, they almost had me.
That's not bad, actually.
That's not bad.
Not gonna lie, you had me in the first half.
What games?
It was like
Yeah, what games?
it was like sports game 2K20 or NFL, something like that. But they're both new games that you can sell for like $40 each, probably.
That's
now just
true,
a fair replay, you would have had me.
So you get a bot and then sold it off again.
yeah. I mean, still, good deal.
Oh, someone in the chat made a really great point. If they actually made a Killer Instinct for Xbox exclusive and then removed it from the PC,
I think there was a rumor that they are going to make another Killer.
yeah, because
Instinct game.
wasn't Killer Instinct? Isn't it Microsoft exclusive?
Yeah,
It is. It's on the Xbox and Microsoft Store.
Yeah, so that could definitely be one. If they actually, can you imagine if they did something with Rare and they actually made like a proper like Banjo game and like it was Xbox exclusive?
They made a good game.
You know, now that you mentioned it. Yeah, that's definitely. So Rabbit. So Xbox. You want a Xbox?
You know, if they ever got to the point to where it'd be fully backwards compatible and they allowed me to have a English version of Operation Troy, sure.
Actually, no, the Series X is supposed to be able to play everything from Xbox from current gen up. Because fun fact for those who don't know, the current Xbox One X, there's a compatibility list. I think it's fully backwards compatible with every single original Xbox game, and there's only about 100 360 games it can't play. So they're almost there with full backwards compatibility.
I might do that then because I've had an itch to play Castlevania Harmony of Despair again.
You can play Ninja Gaiden 2. That's backwards compatible.
That's a good one as well. That is a good one.
Was Dynasty Warriors Gundam on the original Xbox?
Yes. Well, not original. It was on the 360.
The original was on 360.
Oh, well, close enough.
Oh,
Two-
360 might as
two
well
and
be the
three,
original.
and one.
Oh.
Actually, I remember they like was going hard on like advertising 360. The first Dynasty Warriors gun.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, if I can, if I can actually play Asura's Wrath in 4K or 8K, I might have to. No, I can't. It's not needed. I can't. Nope.
Yeah,
Don't give in.
That's right. You got to get that VR headset so you can finally play Resident Evil 7 first.
There we go.
Fun fact, actually, for those, I haven't told any of you guys the story. But Black Friday when I bought my PS4 Pro, I told myself if the VRs go on sale for Boxing Day, I'm gonna get one. And they didn't go on sale, and we didn't have any. We still don't have any. We have not seen a VR console in our store, brand new, in about a month and a half. The local Walmart that we have here is also sold out, so we're just conglomerately thinking that Sony's either having stocking issues, or maybe people are like, well, maybe it's because they're clearly gonna put out a new VR for the PlayStation 5. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I was literally gonna buy a VR for Beat Saber, and then not tell anyone that I had it, because as soon as I tell someone I have a VR, that's when Rabbit's like, you now own Resident Evil 7 on VR as well.
Well, here's the thing. You already own Resident Evil 7. And I still have that clip of you saying that you would play Resident Evil 7 in VR.
Ooh.
Pixar, it didn't happen.
I can my Twitch clips.
I'm tempted to get a VR too.
Man.
I want to play Astrobot. That looks like a fun.
Yeah, I've heard good things about Astrobot.
Astrobot. Never heard of that one.
It's a
It's like a
platformer, kind of like. Okay, so Shadow, you've played Mario 64, right?
I want to say no.
No, you never played Mario 64. Okay, so in Mario 64, or what's another example? You've played a 3D platform before, right?
Jack and Daxter.
Jack and Daxter.
Yeah, I played that. Yeah.
Okay, so imagine instead of like camera controls, you are the camera.
Say what now?
So in Astrobot, he does like all the platforming, and you do like the camera control. So like when you're looking in on the stage, that's the actual, you're looking through the camera lens.
That sounds
You kind of have to guide them too, like
Yeah, it sounds like you gotta guide them.
puzzles.
Yeah, make sure you're in the right angle so they can see where they're going, so they can jump. I guess that sounds interesting. Yeah, I gotta look that up.
It's something to look up. It's Astrobot, Beat Saber, and Super Hot are 3 must-have games for VR. Gran Turismo was cool too, but I'd rather just get in my car and go outside. Especially because I drive stick. But Souls.
You drive that fast.
Oh, bro, listen. Oh, bro. When I went to, I also went to New Year's party, and I was driving a few of my friends home, and one of them had a little bit too much to drink, so that's why I was taking them home. And I put on my nice coat, and I think I had my sunglasses in my pocket. It's like, whoa, he's got sunglasses, bro. He's so cool. I was like, guys, come on, it's not that cool. And I put on I got new leather gloves for Christmas. As like driving gloves, so I put those on. Like, he's got the gloves. I bet he drives stick. And I was like, well, I do drive stick. He's like, guys, he drives stick. And I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, no, it's those gloves. By the way,
He was like, "Let me show y'all my Tokyo Drift."
There we go.
Fun fact, I actually put Initial D music on, but it was freezing rain, so I wasn't trying to take any corners. Yes. So did you say you're picking up Sex Box now? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Oh, well, okay, cool. Moving on.
Nah.
Moving on. So Emily Rogers, who is a prominent head in the Nintendo community, she's got a pretty good. Like I said, this is all leaks. But she is what normally comes from her. Normally has more merit than most. She's been in this business of leaking stuff strategically for a few years, as far as I know, since like the Wii U era. But she says that 2 more Wii U ports are coming in the next Nintendo Direct, and we don't know what they are. I think the only games we have left to see ported from the Wii U, Pikmin,
Wonderful 101.
Pikmin Wonderful 101, Xenoblade Chronicles X,
Star Fox Zero would be nice to have ported over.
Star Fox Zero, Yoshi's Woolly World, because apparently a lot of people weren't satisfied with Crafted World in comparison to Woolly World.
Really?
Yeah, no, apparently people prefer Woolly World to Crafted World.
That's surprising.
And there's another game I'm just blanking on. I just can't think of it.
Kirby. No, never mind.
Nah, not Kirby. Mario 3D Land. That's the one that everyone's anticipating.
Oh yeah, that was actually a pretty fun game.
It was pretty fun, except I felt like Mario 3D Land was like 3D New Super Mario Bros. U, and it was it always those games always devolve into everyone trying to work together and then one person running off and then killing everyone.
Yeah.
Right, Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. That's what it was. Yes.
Weren't
Okay.
they already ports though? Do they count?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, but they're HD. They're HD.
Ports of a port.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, listen. The rumor going around is that people would love to see them on one cartridge, like Wind Waker and Twilight Princess on one cartridge.
Oh, okay.
But that would be a spicy price on a cartridge because Nintendo would
Is that
not release.
rumor, or is that what people
If
like?
they can do Witcher,
That's a want. It's not a.
Okay.
It's a want.
Because
The-
Nintendo out here ain't gonna do that.
they charge
60 for 2. Nah.
they charge 60 for Link's Awakening,
Yeah,
which I think arguably would should have been like 40. Arguably. Yeah, so those are like the last Wii U games. Ideally the ones I'd love to see is the Zelda ones and Xenoblade Chronicles X. I don't think we'll see Chronicles X ported or anything done with that for another like a year or so because they've got their hands full with Definitive Edition. But Shadow, if you could take any two games from the last Nintendo console whose name I won't name, what two games would those be?
Does the last Nintendo console exist?
Answer the question,
There were
sir.
200 of us that bought it.
Well, I would probably take X, Xenoblade Chronicles X, and I want to say that's it, but I guess Wonderful 101 would be another one. That's pretty much it. Like, we don't need anything from that trash ass, disgusting ass console.
All right, new type. You never had a Wii U, so like out of those games, which ones would you
What?
like want to play the most?
I would say I want to play Wonderful 101, and I mean, even though I already played it, I kind of want to see Twilight Princess on the Switch.
If they found some way to like restore the motion controls, like with the Joy-Con, to emulate like the Wii version, would love it. But it's just a small thing.
Yeah, they still have gyro control, so it's fine.
That's true. Rabbit, what's your take?
Well, of course, I want to see Star Fox Zero remade to where it'll use normal Star Fox controls
I say so.
instead
It's
of the
remade,
motion.
so it's good.
Well, the thing is, the motion controls worked fine. It's just I'd like to see it be more classic style, since that's what everyone was expecting,
That's
But other than that, I'd like to see Xenoblade Chronicles X come over, of course, because I never got a chance to play that one. And after playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2, oh god, I gotta play all of them now. So, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Though, if you're talking about knowledge, I'd like to see Kid Icarus Uprising.
Is that isn't that 3DS?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess they could. Either way.
I think she
That would
specified.
actually-
I think she specified 2 Wii U ports though.
Uh,
That actually needs a console version, to be honest.
It really does. I mean, for those of you who haven't played Kid Icarus Uprising, are missing out. If you can't play it, go look up a playthrough because the writing is glorious.
And it has surprisingly a ton of voice acting.
And I'm not going to get into Veridi, but if you look up Veridi right now on the internet, actually, I follow this really great art. We're not going to get into it.
You're talking about Karimod, aren't you?
Yes,
Yeah,
that
look it up on
yes,
Face
yes. That artist is fantastic. Make sure you're 18.
Make sure you have stage search.
At least for one of their accounts. They have a safe for work one as well.
Yeah.
That's not the one you follow, is it?
Rabbit, please, we are live on camera. Souls, what are you're a Wonderful 101 guy, eh?
Yes. Yeah, I think that's a pretty underrated Platinum's game. And I would like to see Xenoblade Chronicles X just because, like, I literally have that game sitting in my drawer, but I don't really want to bust out the Wii U again to play it. So
nobody wants to bust out their Wii U.
so I'm gonna need both of them games.
That's fair. I have the same issue. Though I picked up my gamepad the other day to put Netflix on for my grandmother, and that was like,
And you wipe the dust off?
Well, yes. Well, no, I left the dust on because I wasn't touching it again. But I held it and I was like, I held it and I was like, this doesn't feel horrible, because I went to pick it up like a couple months ago and I was like, this feels disgusting, and I picked it up a few days ago and I was like, it doesn't feel as bad as I remembered, so I might end up just playing Chronicles X again, because I'm getting to the point where I think they might just sequel Chronicles X and not actually port it.
I think they're gonna port it.
I think they're gonna port it as well.
Yeah,
they did Sin Megami. I forget the name.
See, I think TMS, yeah.
So TMS, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's less of what's what I'm looking for. It's less of them they don't want to. It's more of it's kind of difficult to, because it relied a lot on the gamepad. Tokyo Mario Sessions, I'm pretty sure, just had text messages on the gamepad, I think.
Yeah, I think that's text messages in the map.
think the map, yeah,
the map.
Which the map you can easily just put on the screen.
I can say the same thing though about One Formula One, because you kind of really did need the touchscreen to make like the shapes and circles, but you can also use analog sticks for that though.
Yeah, no, I'd love to see, and if they do port Chronicles X, then we'd have every Xenoblade game on the Switch.
Yeah.
Which as it should be.
Which is that's wild, considering that Xenoblade was like a series that. So do you guys think that Smash Bros saved Xenoblade, or?
Yeah,
What
Yeah.
made you say that?
I don't know.
Because I feel
I'd say
like
it definitely helped, but I think Xenoblade stood well enough on its own two legs.
okay, so I wasn't sure what the popularity of it was like before Shulk entered Smash, but I think Chronicles X had already been announced before Smash Ultimate was, so I think people were still kind of looking for it on the Wii U. But I don't know how people felt about Chronicles X. I liked it, but I think a lot of people were turned off by it because A, it was on the Wii U, and B, it was a little bit different in the setting. Like, it was a little bit more, the music was a lot more rock and like punk, if that makes sense, and the original was a little bit more orchestral, more like a traditional JRPG. It felt really Western, Chronicles X.
it was literally a console game version of PSO2.
That's a great way of putting it, actually. Yeah, the art style is like that to a T.
It's like literally, like when I first saw it, I thought it was an MMO.
Yeah, no. Either way, moving on. I have my topic somewhere. Click, click, click. Close that tab. Okay, so GameStop doing great GameStop things. Gotta love GameStop. Apparently, they've got a bunch of leaked SKUs, quote unquote.
Power to the players.
Power to the players and all that. Essentially, they've got, I think they have like 20 unused SKUs, which essentially is just open pre-orders. So people are anticipating a Nintendo Direct. I don't really think you need GameStop to tell you that's going to happen when we're in January. It's if we don't get it before the end of the month, it's definitely going to be a February thing. That's definitely going to come. And with it, we're going to be seeing the 5th Smash Bros. Fighter. So I figured now's the best time as any to make one last prediction for who we think Fighter 5 is going to be. Personally, now I want everyone to sit down for a second, because y'all are gonna stand up. So let me tell you all about how SpongeBob. No, I'm kidding.
Oh God, I'm about to say, yo, are you serious?
Go on.
I genuinely think it's either going to be Dante or Doom Guy. It's gonna be one or the other. I genuinely think it's gonna be one or the other.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be Dante. I think so.
See, I've been saying this for years.
You think you've been saying it every direct until it happens, hoping it's going to
I
happen.
know, right? It's finally gonna happen.
Especially if those rumors of DMC3 being ported to Switch are true, then that lines up. Although, leave it to Capcom to port DMC 1, 2, 3 all separately in full, and like not full price, but more than what the collection is.
Hey man, they got
Capcom or Nintendo. Let's be real.
They know you Switch people are gonna buy it anyway.
True.
Bro, I feel bad for anyone who paid the full price for DMC 1 or 2.
Especially.
Plus, let's be real, Capcom, they doing good, so they kind of feeling themselves. So they think they can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
They just said, "Hey, we announced Resident Evil 3. We gonna go all out
DMC 2
for $20."
Okay.
What do y'all think those announcements gonna be?
Well, I have no idea. I think one of them. I actually don't know.
Yeah, like it could be anything. It could. What if they do like Bayonetta and just put like Nintendo costumes and DMC3 for Dante?
Bro, give him a Link costume.
Yeah,
Nah, give him a Mario costume. That'd be like.
Oh,
so
I give him a
silly.
Mario hat.
Luigi.
It's a wrap.
No, Mario.
Oh no! Wait, all right. Where you had the motorcycle? Did he do the motorcycle
Wait.
thing in 3, or is that only in 5?
No, that's
That
in
was
3.
in only. I mean, he didn't really have a motorcycle in 3. I don't remember.
No, in 3 he did the 2 motorcycle things of he goes up beside the building.
Oh yeah. But he didn't really have a weapon.
No, he didn't have a weapon.
Did he?
They were thinking about it.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's also supposed to be something on lines of, I think it's called style changing, which was in 4.
Style.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah,
actually
that's
a huge
what
change
started
for
in
3.
3.
Okay, yeah. And
It's one of the
honestly,
best things ever.
fun fact.
It's a gameplay mechanic they got. Yeah, Sakurat's gonna take that. That's a more interesting way to play a
Yeah.
character. So I think it's gonna be Dante. He's gonna be changing his styles, especially with the like gauntlets and the sword.
Yeah.
Different type weapons Dante can do. Yeah,
I think it was just
he's
stick
a
to the
strong
one
person.
weapon, just a bunch of style changing.
yeah.
Bro, see what's gonna happen is we're gonna get 2 seconds of this trailer. You're gonna have people go, "It's just another sword fighter," and then they're gonna see the trailer and be like, "Well, shit."
He's everything.
He's gonna be the next character that's gonna need to be banned.
Oof.
What Dante design would they do? Is 3 those popular ones? That's when they use in like MVC and stuff.
Yeah,
pretty
pretty
much,
much, yeah.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they have like an alternate.
It'll be 3 or 1.
I think it'll be
5.
like
4 or
1, 3,
5.
and 5 at least.
Yeah.
5 is old man Dante.
Old man Dante.
Yeah, pretty
coming
much.
here to whoop some ass.
I just hope that the reveal trailer is just him fighting Bayonetta.
Oh, it's gotta be. It's gotta be.
That's the crossover I would love. I would love a Devil May Cry and Bayonetta crossover game.
Absolutely.
Wait. Like how every Smash character trailer has always had someone dying. Is Dante gonna kill Bayonetta?
No, wait, who?
I mean, she kind of died.
Yeah, he's gonna kill Ridley.
Freaking
He's like the
Bayonetta 3.
closest thing to a demon.
Oh, he's gonna murder Ridley.
Oh no, wait, Ganon. He's brown.
Whoa! Whoa!
Wait a moment.
Yikes!
No.
What is going on right now, B?
Dante could fight Bayonetta summon Gamora. He could go that route.
Good.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Or,
By the way, doesn't Bayonetta summon Phantom in one of the games? Giant spider.
she fights the giant spider.
Oh, okay,
She
no,
takes
'cause that's
control
like
too, right?
The same. No, let me phrase that. Okay, so she has a summon for spiders. Those aren't the spiders though from DMC 1. The spiders from DMC 1 you fight as a boss in Bayonetta 1,
Oh, okay.
and he's got like he was a bit smaller in DMC 1, and then in Bayonetta 1 he's thick. He's
Okay.
He's got a big
Oh,
ass.
Big ass.
Yeah, if they did put Doom guy in the game before Dante, and then they did add Dante, they could have him fight the Kako demons and the imps.
A lot of people think it's gonna be Doom Guy. What's the strong evidence to support that?
Specifically, Bethesda doesn't have a rep in Smash, and they've been doing a lot for the Switch in terms of Wolfenstein, Skyrim, Doom, like Skyrim specifically.
Okay.
There's also talk of them bringing Fallout New Vegas to the Switch as well. That was also something that came out a few weeks ago. So, I mean, I don't think they'd put like a Fallout or a Skyrim character in Smash. And Doom also, I think Doom 64 was also another part,
Here's
like
the
a
thing,
big
though,
part
about
of their
that.
history.
So why couldn't they put Mai Shiranui in it? Because
She's too sexy.
Phony. But
got
what do you
the
say?
big
That's
old
for good
Ghiblis.
little boys and girls.
Mhm.
And I don't think they want a character with guns because that's
No,
not for good.
hold on. Me and who was it? Me and one of my coworkers were having this conversation. So the way the age rating works in games, you can have a blood, gore, guts, killing. That's fine. But as soon as you have nipples, you have woman boobs and nipples. That goes to an A rating. So no matter what we do in our society, sexy is bad, murder is fine.
Then why?
That's why Snake is allowed to.
Samus all cheek.
This is why Snake is allowed to choke out anyone he pleases in Smash Bros. And get away with it.
Yep.
Nah, they be bending them rules.
In terms of like, yeah, I know Doom Guy's like super graphic, but the way they can get around it is technically, most of his guns don't use bullets; they're all energy.
Shotgun, chain gun, pistol, super shotgun.
Okay, what about the chainsaw? That literally cuts you in half.
Yeah, the chain.
Listen, Sakurai will find a way. Okay, Snake has a rocket launcher. Think about that.
That's a
So does everyone else if they pick it up.
Snake has grenades.
So does everyone else if they pick it up.
Kirby has grenades.
Kirby also gets that mustache.
Bro, give Kirby a knife.
No.
Wait, yeah, Joker's got a gun too, guys. Come on. And
Is it
they
fake,
didn't
though?
even hide it. They said gun.
No, that's a
Joker's
toy
got
gun.
a gun.
It's a toy gun.
That's a toy gun.
But Sakurai said that he said Joker's got a gun, and his special is gun special, where he shoots bullets of energy.
They're bullets of energy. They're not bullets.
Either way, I think Doom is going to be in the game. Rabbit, who do you think is going to be Smash Fighter 5?
Jeez, honestly, in terms of who I think it'll be, personally, I think it'll likely be either Dante or, as I mentioned earlier, it might be Sakura from Sakura Wars, because I have seen how influential that franchise has been on gaming, on the gaming industry in general.
That's a reach.
It is a reach. That's what I'm saying. It might, but more than likely Dante.
Y'all remember, for like the longest time, people thought we were getting a Toho character in Smash Bros.
I think I heard something about that. Yeah, absolutely.
Talking about getting Reimu in the game, and I was like, y'all, we're doing this now? We're putting a bullet hell character in the game? I mean, I'm vibe with it. Toho's got some great music, but...
So what they're gonna do, like move left, move right, shoot.
If you look at the Toho fighting, because there's a lot of Toho fighting games, they do some crazy, like
There's Toho fighting games.
yeah. Toho's one of those series that's like Neptunian now. It just does every genre it wants to. I think it's the first-person shooter version of Toho as well. It's one of those things that just doesn't die. There's a lot of source material to pull from their characters. They've got a whole lot of stuff. And they do have Switch games. Like there's the Genso Warrior games, which are like Gundam Versus clones. In a sense, that sort of style of game.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, maybe. But Souls, who's your Fighter 5?
Me personally, I'd probably say, yeah, like I say, Dante, maybe Ryu Hayabusa. That would be pretty cool.
All of you are now
Thank
true
you on that.
believers.
But I was talking to my friend at work. He was saying, what if they put freaking Eggman?
What the heck?
He was just saying some random things. And then one that just threw me completely left field. What if they put Mike Tyson?
Not bad.
Like I said, it could actually work from the Punch Out games.
Bro, his final smash, he pins you down and bites your ear off.
Wow.
And we're not going to talk about his past.
Hey, man. Talking about.
Oh man, yo, I've been watching Mike Tyson Mysteries. I vibe with this idea, bro. I vibe with this idea.
Like that could actually work. Like put his the animation from the Punch Out game though in there. That would actually be pretty cool.
Oh my, bro! And then for his trailer, he runs up and to conclude that trailer with Ken Incineroar and Little Mac. He comes in, and he beats the shit out of Incineroar.
And then he bites his ear off.
Oh, Incineroar!
Yo, get him to actually voice him too.
Bro, he would too. Mike Tyson would do it. Hey, come over here. I'll beat your ass. Come over here. What are you, a Pokemon? Fucking Pokemon. I'll beat your ass.
Like, Mike can't say that.
Pokemon. Come on,
Say what
I
I
want. We have too much fun with these things. So I think that's it for our Fighter 5 predictions. I think we're all basically unanimous. We think Dante is going to happen, but we have our off-the-wall choices in case. We already basically touched on Resident Evil 3 being real because at the last podcast we talked about it being a leak, but it got announced, and I think we're all pretty excited about it. New Type and Souls, you guys didn't really talk much about it. Is there anything you guys are hyped about for Resident Evil 3?
Apparently they made a real life Nemesis get it into the game.
Yeah, I saw that tweet. What does that mean?
Yeah, I've seen that.
What does that mean?
You mean you better watch out.
Motivator.
You about to die today, boy.
How fast
About
before
to find them leakers and kill them.
but to lend that software to Game Freak.
I actually still have yet to play Resident Evil 2, and I still have it, but
Yeah,
You haven't played it?
I haven't played it.
Soul, stream
Why?
it. Stream it.
I don't know. I just haven't.
Souls.
What are you
what do
doing
you have
out
it
here,
on?
man?
What do you have it on PS4?
What are you doing out here, Souls?
Because it's not mine. It's my brother's. It's
Oh.
You know what?
man.
We still stand by this. No, get off the podcast. Go play the game.
It's good.
That's the best ever.
Alright, I'll see what this hit for.
I don't know what you're waiting for, man. You need to get on that immediately.
I'll start Claire.
I still need to play it too, but I'm probably gonna buy it next month when my financial aid comes in. So yeah,
Oh, what do y'all think about what's her name's Jill's look? Do y'all like the old one or the new
I love
Bro.
it.
I do like this Jill, but like to me, because the way I've seen Jill from Resident Evil like 5, like Revelations 1, and she was in 6, but like that art style of Jill, and like the MVC3 Jill, so like that's how Jill looks to me, and this Jill looks nothing like that. I think this is how many 10 years before? No, that's not that long. Resident Evil 3 is sooner than 5. I'll say that.
Yeah, Resident Evil.
Yeah,
3
it
takes place
is,
the exact
Blake.
same time as Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, so I understand she's a bit younger now, because I think Jill, yeah, she's with Stars now. She's just chilling in her apartment, and Nemesis is like, "You got spare cooch?"
That's
Yeah, I think her look is just fine. I'm not too worried about it because I'm going to be on PC, so I'm sure there's going to be some PC mods to I guess.
how long before we get
fix-
Beach Nemesis with the Speedo?
Oh, it's going to be day one. It's going to be
Sun
a
screen.
Nemesis mod.
I
We
think
know
you get
this.
Thomas the Tank Engine Nemesis before you get that one.
Yeah, defeat.
Bro, when he runs, you hear the choo choo sound, because you know he gonna run. You know he gonna run.
Oh, he gonna ride after you. Like, I really want to see you stream that, so make sure it happens.
Listen, I don't think Rabbit would not let me stream it.
And we don't hit that goal.
He's
We
going to
probably
stream it
gonna
one
hit
way or
that.
another.
Keep this man on top.
I've already streamed like every other game up to this point, so I mean, hey.
You didn't play through the first one yet.
Anyway, so yeah, no, Resident Evil 3, we're all excited. I think we're all gonna get pre-ordered. I'm picking it up on PC. I would pick it up on my PS4 Pro, but I need to play this game with an Xbox controller. I just need offset sticks for games like these. I just can't do it. I'd love to play it in 4K. I might just double dip and buy it on PlayStation 4, but we'll see. Because my Pro can run things at 4K, my computer cannot. But it's not a huge thing. So Pokemon Mystery Dungeon DX was revealed in a Pokemon Direct a couple days ago. It's a remake of both Red Rescue Team and Blue Rescue Team. I'm a little confused. I don't know if they took two games and made it into one game, or if they're remaking both the games in like a separate, like, you get like two cartridges with the game kind of thing. To the best of my knowledge, I think it's both of the versions, but I think they both had subtle story differences. So this might
Yeah, I was
just
gonna
be.
say,
Wasn't one
what was the
DS, the other
differences
one-
about them? Because I only ever played the Game Boy.
Wasn't one of them DS, the other one Game Boy?
No,
Yeah.
Blue Mister. Oh, was it really?
Yeah, Blue was on DS, Red was on Game Boy Advance. But I only ever played the GBA version. Like, what was the differences? Was it fire and water exclusives?
I know. Because the fun fact, the first game I ever picked up with my original DS was Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Shadows of Darkness, or Explorers of Darkness. Differences between Explorers of Darkness and Explorers of Time, there was actually, like, they were basically their own games, essentially. Like, there was a lot, like, different stories, different Pokemon.
Yeah.
It was basically like they were their own separate things. So wait, was Blue Rescue Team a remake of Red Rescue Team then? Because they both have the
No,
same...
they both came out at the same
No, they
time.
both
It's
came
just that the DS and the Game Boy Advance were both still alive at the time. So, like, the Game Boy Advance was just phasing out and moving towards the DS. So when they came out on both handhelds.
Okay, so according to Acebreaker, there's no difference between Red and Blue. Okay, so I
Okay.
guess it is just
Okay.
they're just remaking.
Yeah,
both of
it's
them
just
at
a
the same
remake
time.
of both games as one.
Yeah, one
Okay.
was just, I guess, better looking on the Game Boy DS. I don't know.
So that got announced. I actually was playing the demo earlier today, and it's what you'd expect. It's a Mystery Dungeon game on the Switch. A lot of people are excited about it. I've never personally been able to get into the Mystery Dungeon games. I always found them they were like incredibly grindy. More so, I'd get like 80 floors in, and then if you die, you start at floor 1. And I'm not trying to do that. I might pick it up or I might borrow it from a friend, but I don't know if it's gonna be day 1.
Yeah, mystery dungeon games, they were fun, but I wouldn't say they were like lose your mind fun. Like they were basically your basic dungeon game, but with a Pokemon skin.
Yeah, it's fair. It's also full price too. That's another thing. I had issues.
Oh, they're full price? What the fuck?
Yeah, no, it's full price.
Are you kidding me?
$79.99 Canadians, $59.99 American.
Oh, it is Nintendo. You know, they gotta get you that money.
I did kind of hate doing the questionnaire thing, getting a Pokemon I didn't want to be.
Bro, okay, so I installed it on the we have a Switch demo at our store, and I installed it on that. I set it up and I answered all the questions as we would as a staff, and by the end it said, "I see you're lonely, you're single, you're depressed, you're a Cubone." and I told my coworker was there, and he looked at me and he was like, "Why they gotta come at us like that?"
Damn.
That makes sense though. Cubones are kind of depressing.
And I told my other coworkers, and they were like, "It's accurate, but can we uninstall this game now?"
I can't remember. Can you evolve?
At a certain point in the game, yeah.
Like all the way to the final form?
Yeah.
There's I don't know what it was in these games, but there's always like this really weird random rock, and it just you stick Pokemon in there and they evolve. Like there's no requirements. They just evolve.
I remember when I was a kid, I just wanted to evolve, and it was super hard.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to be like Goku in form change, but it never happened.
Yeah.
I never grew up. I stayed a baby my whole life. So that's coming out. So Shadow, $60. You picking that up day 1?
Absolutely not. Was never interested in Mystery Dungeon.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. New type. You don't even have a Switch yet, but is this a system seller for you?
I would buy it. Yeah. I like the first one, and I think they're adding a new Pokemon into it too.
All right. Rabbit, how you feeling?
I've actually never played a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game, so
Oh,
I'll try out the demo, and then depending on how I feel about it, then I might pick it up.
nice. Yeah, all the save data, for those that don't know, that you do in the demo carry over to the full game anyway. Something that Square Enix screwed down with Final Fantasy VII, but we rest our case. Yeah. So, Souls, you looking at it?
Day 1, but maybe along the line.
Yeah, all right. I'll have to see. I'd say wait for a price drop, but Nintendo games don't. So
I don't know. Pokemon's kind of been the only thing that's a main franchise that actually do get price drops. If they're not, they do.
Oh, I said
Yeah,
Let's Go took hits because Game Freak wanted the game gone and it didn't sell as well as they thought it would. Aside from that, though, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are still full price.
Wow.
I mean, like those are the newest 3DS games, though, right?
Yeah, I think Sun and Moon are also similar prices as well.
Oh,
I think
I
ORAS
was
though
looking
did take
back
a
at,
hit,
like-
but
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they're like bad Pokemon games, they get dropped.
I mean, hey, Souls, if you wait for like the next like 4 or 5 years, then I'm sure you'll find a great deal on Mystery Dungeon.
Oh, you're right. Wait, let me see. I think I'm thinking about when they're used.
Yeah, no, used games definitely have a better price drop. Fun fact: I exclusively buy used because at the store I get a hefty decrease. So I'm looking to always buy things. What I think it was Shadow who called me out. This man he said something like he likes his games like he likes his women used, and I was like, whoa,
Ooh,
whoa.
Frick, huh? Ooh.
I swear, it was either you or it was Riku, one or the other. Someone called me out because I picked up Shin Megami Tensei 4 on 3DS used, and you guys are like, yeah, this man keep buying used games.
I definitely didn't say that. That sounds like,
Yeah, it might be
that
Riku.
sounds like Riku.
It does.
Not you, yeah, I'll have to take this man up and be like, you messed it. You ain't right in the head. On to something a bit more controversial though, and I know Shadow's got words for this. So the Pokemon Sword and Shield expansion passes have been showcased. These it's $30. You get two extra DLC episodes for both Pokemon Sword and Shield. You get the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra. The Isle of Armor is going to be a story-driven narrative where you essentially go through some extra gyms, use some training, you get a new Pokemon. I think it's like Kushufu or something like that. Apparently it's a legendary Pokemon. It's got special Gigantamax forms. It looks super cool. And the Frozen Tundra is where they'll be adding some new, I think they're called raid dungeons, where you can like go inside these caverns with like a group of friends, do some co-op essentially, and you can find Gigantamax legendaries. And this is where they'll be bringing back all the legendaries. There was a bit of concern with these because a lot of people assumed that you essentially have to pay for Pokemon, is like Game Freak being like EA kind of thing. That's not the case. All these Pokemon will be transferable through Pokemon Home, so if you already have them, you can transfer them. If not and you want them, you can transfer them to someone who does have the game, that sort of thing. The easiest route, of course, is just to buy the expansions. But I'm gonna let Shadow say his piece because he's had words for this for a little bit. So Shadow, take it away.
First of all, I want to say this first. I enjoyed Pokemon Sword and Shield. Okay, I bought them both, and I'm thoroughly enjoying my second playthrough. That being said, you Pokemon fans have like short-term memory. Okay, I don't know how you don't see how this is still like just screwing you over in the long run. Like, you guys don't make any sense. You all complained, well, most of you complained about, oh, they're cutting Pokemon from the game. And then you all agreed that Game Freak lied when they said, oh, this balancing issues. Oh, we want to make animations for the game. Clearly that wasn't the case. Because they were clearly just leaving that stuff out so they can charge you for it in the future. And that's what they did. Clearly. And, like, as much as I enjoyed Pokemon Sword and Shield, don't get me wrong, that game was not worth $60 at all. Not for a price point of a game coming out in 2019. It's 2020 now. No voice acting. It has less story than it had in Sun and Moon and Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, or whatever. Less post-game stuff to do. But that was $60. And now you want to charge another $30? I believe you have to pay $30 twice for this?
Just once.
Just once. Are we sure about that? Because I think you got to buy it twice for each version.
If it's you get for each version, there's an expansion pass. Both.
Okay, so
there's 2 expansion passes technically if you own both the games, but if you've bought Sword and Shield, you've already spent like $100 and something on this game.
Okay.
You've done that to yourself. Essentially, it's basically because both versions of the expansion pass have exclusive Pokemon to both the Sword version and Shield version kind of thing, like they normally do.
okay, so I got to buy the content twice.
If you've owned the game twice already, why do you own the game twice already?
Yeah.
No, I have Sword and Shield.
Oh, you do. Oh, wait, what? Oh, you did that to yourself. But anyway, go on.
No, so in order to get all the content of Pokemon, this latest Pokemon game, you have to buy both versions of the game, and you got to buy both expansions. Now, you can, of course, like, you don't have to get all the Pokemon, you can trade, I guess. But who's actually going to start trading like 200 plus Pokemon? Now, you can't use Pokemon Home. Of course you can. But again, you're in a real minority if you're actually going to get out, I guess, your 3DS or something like that and start transferring Pokemon to Pokemon Home, then transferring Pokemon from Pokemon Home to your Sword and Shield game. No, they're relying on people to just, okay, I'm going to buy this. I'm just going to spend $30 on it. And again, their base game was not worth $60. And people are saying, oh, would you rather pay $60 for this? Like, no, your base game wasn't worth the price at all. And now they took the stuff that they swore were like because of limitations or something like that, balancing issues. And now they're giving you back 200 Pokemon. They're not hiding it behind a paywall, but they kind of are. You guys don't see it because this is the first time this is happening to you. You haven't seen it happen with EA games and Ubisoft. This is just the beginning. The next Pokemon game will not have all the Pokemon as well. And you're just going to have to get them in other updates.
Whoa, new type call. Ooh. Your
So,
mic.
yeah.
Oh no.
There you go. Okay. As you're saying,
Okay.
Shadow.
That's pretty much all I'm saying. I'm gonna buy them. I don't really care. But you Pokemon fans who were complaining about the National Dex animations, you guys should be a little bit more outraged at this. That's all I really got to say, Blake. Well, what's your stance on this?
So, oh shit. So you do make very valid points. At the same time, though, I'm just slowly coming to terms with DLC is now less and less becoming something that people don't do. DLC nowadays is more of a culture than anything. Most games, instead of actually putting out the resources to make another game, they'll just keep adding on to the current game they have. Because if they've already got a big install base on it, why try and make a new game to alienate people?
That's fine. I'm sorry to cut you up, but that's fine if your base game was good to begin with. It was not, according to many. Don't get to me and you, it's fine, but according to many, it was not. That's
See, and because I definitely hear what you're saying. Because in terms of Game Freak, Game Freak's always been the people that get away with doing like the least, and getting the most out of it. Just because Pokemon is Pokemon the most popular series in the world right now.
I believe so. Yeah, it's the most popular franchise in the world. Yeah, bigger than Disney. Anything. Yeah.
So at this point, I think it's less and less Game Freak trying to like actually like reinvent stuff. I think at this point, Game Freak's looked at themselves and been like, there's not really a whole lot they can do to ruin Pokemon. Because one way or another, I imagine a lot of people complaining about the deck stuff are just a lot of competitive players or a lot of people who are older that look for quality improvements upon game on game. I'm willing to hazard a guess that 50%, if not more than that, of the people who own Sword and Shield are below the age of 15 and they don't care. They're just here for the game.
Okay, fair enough.
Overall, personally, I never mind purchasing DLC. It's a thing. I always if something looks enticing and I want it, great. I think this is actually the natural progression of Pokemon. Instead of making a third game and revisiting the region so soon after they've already done one game in that region, I think the third version is kind of best done as DLC. They kind of toyed with that idea a little bit with the Delta episode in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Instead of doing like an Emerald remake, they just kind of put those events for Rayquaza in like a little side story.
Now see, wait a minute. Let me stop you right there. Didn't that episode where with Rayquaza? How long was that?
That episode was, I'd say,
if you had to wager a guess,
I'd say like an hour or two, depending on how fast you are.
Okay, so in that game, you got like that post game content. You got that for what, $40?
Yeah. That's what 3DS games were going for, I believe. Yeah.
And now in Pokemon Sword and Shield, you barely have a post game.
I was gonna say, is there a post game in Sword and Shield? I haven't.
The post game is basically Gigantamax.
Exactly.
Like raids with friends, battle tree if that's what you like in competitive battling, like the same old stuff.
And in recent history, every Pokemon game has had post game contents besides like the originals, right?
Exactly.
Well, I mean, X and Y's post game was non-existent. And Sun and Moon's post game was also kind of not there. The last game that had really good post game was like Black 2, White 2, I guess.
Best ones, right next to Gold and Silver.
Oh yeah. Gold and Silver, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. They had the best post game ever because they gave you another region full free.
That's a whole nother beast.
I feel like Pokemon, I feel like another release of Gold and Silver. No, like Let's Go Silver and Let's Go Gold can come out, and they're not gonna have a second region, and everybody's gonna be cool with that.
No. Listen. If they do,
it's gonna be in the expansion pass.
No. Shadow. Shadow. Listen to me. If they do not only another Let's Go game and they leave out the region, I will personally fly to Japan and nuke something because not only are the Let's Go games hot ass, but But if they cut out a fundamental part of what made those games phenomenal in the first place, and then make a DLC, bro, no.
Don't they kind of have to make those though to get like some of those Johto region of Pokemon in the newer games, or can you still transfer them?
Fun fact: I'm fairly certain all of the actual Pokemon can just be spawned into Sword and Shield. It's just a matter of Game Freak legally allowing it.
And then you gotta pay for Pokemon Home, don't you?
We don't know yet. They haven't given us the
It's gonna be
information.
free whenever they
I think
announced it a long time
I think it might be. They've been talking about it.
I thought you had to do like a $5 thing for Pokemon Home.
That was Pokemon Bank. Pokemon Bank was $5 a year.
Okay, so they're gonna do the same. They're gonna do the same.
$5 a year for Go Coffee 2 mornings, and you've got Pokemon for a year. I mean that.
Hey man, you still getting charged somehow. You getting charged somehow, and then you got to pay for the Nintendo Online too. So
This is not the Nintendo Online discussion. We ain't even gonna go into that. Newt, do you have anything to do you have anything to say about the expansion passes? How you feel about them?
I don't know. It's better than buying a whole new game. Well, let's see if they do like a sequel like Sword and Shield 2, and then put an expansion on top of that, and then you guys buy that and still complain. Now we got issues.
You're right.
People was waiting for Gun too.
Bruh, I want a Pokemon gun so bad.
Nah,
It'll probably be like Sword 2, Shield. It's gonna be the same game. They change like 2 things and call it a new game. Call it a day. We're done.
Fucking Zacian, Zamazenta, and Eternatus all fuse. Call it a day. That's what happens in the third version.
So just to make sure I have this right, you have Pokemon Sword, and then one of the expansions come out in June.
Yep.
You don't have to pay for the other expansion as well, right?
No. It's $30 and you get access to both.
So,
of them.
Wait. Can you pay 15 for just one or?
They haven't announced individuals yet. They might.
I thought
when they
one
come
expansion was exclusive to each version.
No,
it's both.
No.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, positive. So Shadow. So
I thought the same thing.
there's part 1 is the Armored Isle, and part 2 is the Frozen Tundra. Both of those parts will be with Sword and Shield. If you want to get them both, though, you have to get the expansion pass on both of them. It's just in the Armored Isle. Say you're playing on Sword and you have the Sword version of the Armored Isle, you'll find certain Pokemon there. And then if you have the Shield version of the Armored Isle pass, then you'll find specific Pokemon exclusive to Shield there.
Okay. Because I guess it wouldn't make sense to release them not at the same time.
Yeah, I know. I don't, see, at first, when in my reaction, I thought they too were separate, but
Me too.
Okay.
Because when they showed like the different costumes, I'm thinking, oh man, the Shield has way better ninja costumes.
Rabbit, what's your take on Sword and Shield? I know you've enjoyed the game a whole lot. So what's your take on the DLC?
Yeah, well, pretty much instead of talking about the whole thing about money and everything with it, because let's face it, we've been sort of getting screwed by the Pokemon Company for a while. If it wasn't for the fact that DLC would be buy a third version of the game for the same price, So let's just focus. I'm going to focus on what I thought about the DLC. I like the idea of the Isle of Armor, but the one I'm really looking forward to is the Frozen Tundra.
Yep.
Because that one right there, exploring around with friends, that's what I've always wanted to do in a Pokemon game. And tell me, you all tried to tell me this isn't a coincidence that it's about exploration, it's in a mountainous region, the main Pokemon's theme is green, and it has the Triforce on the walls.
No.
So you're telling we're getting Skyrim?
There's no Breath of the Wild cross. It's new type. You shut up.
I mean, I'm not saying crossover. Clearly, there's some inspiration.
That thing literally just blatantly has the Triforce. Like, it's the exact same. Like, it's yeah.
It's a tribute.
All right, so I think have we anything else anyone else wanted to say on Pokemon?
That's pretty much it. I mean, I'm still gonna get it. I'm just flabbergasted by some fans that they think this is still okay when it's there's some fuckery going on. Basically, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
As much as I don't like to talk about Nintendo fans this way, because I am one, Nintendo fans are pretty just buy things.
Yeah, that's exactly what they do. They don't really care, and that's fine because if a game I want comes out like Legend of Heroes, I want y'all to buy that game even if you don't know nothing about it. Just buy the game. So the game because the series can get more sales. But you got to kind of I want to say rabbit, but you definitely support what you like. So
I thought you said rabbit for a moment, not rabbit.
I want rabbit.
I mean, and you're not wrong. They are very rabid. It's why after Sword and Shield's done, I'm not doing anything Pokemon ever again because I saw how vicious they got with not only each other, but the developers making false claims and everything too. So I don't want to be a part of that.
All right, cool. Let me get off Snapchat real quick. Fun fact: I was actually on Tinder on the couch, and my mom walked by. She's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm just Tindering." And she's like, "Oh, okay." So I think she accepted it. However, Dad, when she left, she's like, "Okay, have fun looking at your half-naked women." And Dad looked at me like, "What?" And I was like, "Dad, have fun." But that's neither here nor there. So now we've got a few subtopics here. These are just like kind of just lightning round. Like we're not really gonna like delve too deep into them. Just if you have something to say about them, just say it, kind of thing. Game Awards were ass. I think we all agree on that. Nothing really crazy. Yeah. They revealed Baby Sonic from the live-action Sonic movie. Oh, my heart.
I'm surprised I haven't seen more memes though.
Bro, he's so cute. He's just so fluffy. Just pick him up. Him and Baby Yoda, bro. Just sit on the bed and just play date, bro.
That's
just
what
play
I'm saying.
date.
I was expecting like the same amount of Baby Yoda for Sonic, but
Wait till the movie comes out, then we'll get more.
yeah.
I'm actually looking forward to that movie somewhat now that the design has been fixed. Kamiya, who for those who don't know, I think it's Hideki Kamiya. I think the guy who does No More Heroes. I think, yeah. Yeah. He said.
That was near.
Is it near? Or no? Oh, hold on. Yeah.
That's Toko. That's Yoko Toro.
Yeah. Did you say Toko
Oh,
Yaro?
okay, never mind.
Toko, yeah.
Toko Yaro, is that what you said? Listen, we ain't trying to
Yaro,
summon Lady
that's
Pelvic and
Toko.
Gab in here.
Wait, yeah. You're right, Kamiya.
Isn't Kamiya Bayonetta though? Nope, never mind. No, I know. I googled one image, and he's got super dope ass. Nope, that's definitely the year for No More Heroes. No, wait, no, or is it? No, wait, Link to the Past. What? No Work, Resident Evil 2, Devil May Cry, Beautiful Joe, Okami, Bayonetta, The Wonderful 101. So never mind. Okay, so not No More Heroes. Either way, Kamiya.
You're thinking about Suda.
Oh, dude. Okay, yeah.
No, Suda 51, yeah.
So back to topic. Kamiya says the Switch UI is trash.
Wow.
Y'all agree?
I mean, it ain't nothing special.
It's nothing special, but it's not trash. It's just it is what it is.
I mean, it works, but it needs some more oomph.
I think it's simplistic.
Yeah, really. Like why haven't we gotten themes yet?
Shadow, we have themes.
Honestly,
We've got light and dark.
Honestly, it's literally you can say it's the same as PlayStation's, but as soon as you add a theme to PlayStation, that lobbens it up.
Yeah, exactly, and it works. Like I said, it's nothing special.
Yeah.
That's the problem, guys, with y'all Nintendo fans. Y'all just content. Y'all don't even care.
Bruh, we've been complaining since day one. Get this man out. Get him out. We've been complaining since day one that all we got is light and dark, bro. What kind of Kingdom Hearts Switch is this, bro? You got light and you got dark. There's no in between.
That's the first ever Amazon Kindle.
So this is more so for Rabbit and New Type. So the first wave of SD Gundam G Generation. No, the second wave is out now because that just came out Thursday. So I had this list actually made about a week ago, but we had to cancel last week because things happened. So we've had 2 waves of DLC for Cross Rays now. We've got in a bunch of different suits from like Gundam X, Gundam Age, Turn A, Gundam Reconquista. Have you got? No, do you own the game at New Type? You still don't own the game, right?
Nope.
Rabbit, have you been playing that much of the? You have the season pass, right, Rabbit?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I played for a while and then I just sort of stopped and haven't gone back to it. I like the game, but I just haven't gone back. And I actually uninstalled it because it was taking up a lot of memory space.
Well, okay.
I mean, it's weird because I do like the game, but just didn't have an urge to go back to it.
Souls, do you have the game? No, you don't have the game yet.
I do not yet, but I'm going to get it. It's like on my list.
I was gonna say, for what it's worth, there's about 8 or 9 different GNX forms in that game,
Yes.
and like 2 or 3 of them I actually thought were pretty badass. So you're gonna feel good
See,
with those.
you turn.
However, I will not reconform
however, that's
to the
it.
GNX side. And Shadow, we already know how much you love SD Gundam and Gundam as a whole in general. We see how much you tweet about Gundam, how much you love it. So we don't need to hear anything about your comments on Gundam, but we'll take your word for it.
Okay.
So DMC3 is rumored to be receiving a Switch port, and apparently they've been teasing style changing, which is from DMC4, but they're adding it to DMC3. Haven't played DMC yet. Fun fact, actually a week ago, I got the entire collection, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for like $50. And now if they're adding 3 to the Switch version, I feel cheated. Is style
Honestly,
switching something that's needed in 3?
Yes, if it's like 5 where it's on the fly, that would be amazing because
Yeah.
so there's Trickster, Royal
Gunslinger,
Guard,
Swordmaster, and Royal Guard.
and yeah, and you can only use one of those styles at like right before a mission begins, and you cannot change it until after you're done with that mission, or unless you start over.
So essentially it's like choosing a specific loadout and having to use that loadout for that mission.
Yeah, exactly. But in DMC5, you can swap to any style right on the spot.
Is it like Bayonetta where you click one button and you swap your moves?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's basically what it is. They don't have that in 3.
No. It's not really moves either. It's more like abilities.
Yeah.
Now, people say 3 is the best or 4 is the best.
That's subjective. I'd say 4 is better.
I think people say 3 is the best.
Yeah, 3 is better. Like it has a better overall tone, but I like 4 more personally.
So, but 3
Yeah.
is still a really good game without style switching.
Yep.
Yeah,
Basically,
it's still a really good game.
Absolutely.
Because you know, as a Switch fanboy, I might have to double dip if I.
I'll support the official release.
I hated Dante's outfit though in 3.
Really, everyone seems to love it.
I don't like them cowboy boots.
I'm
But he's a gay
actually
cowboy.
with,
Come on.
I'm actually with Souls on this. I don't like his design in 3. I prefer his other
No,
design.
I mean, I'm sorry. Did I say 3? I meant 4.
Rabbit's over here like, yeah, awkward.
You know what? I'm sticking with what I said. I'm not a big fan of Devil May Cry 3 design, but I did like his design in the others. So
I can see why you don't like it in 3 though. Like he could have
Yeah.
put a shirt on.
yeah, he could have put a shirt.
It's like, stop it. Put a shirt on.
I like his regular design, DMC1. I'll take DMC4, and DMC5 is pretty cool too.
Yeah,
His
I'll
game-
take DMC2.
Actually, DMT2 had a really good design.
yeah. Two had
Too bad the game was like,
Yeah.
Also,
The only
so
thing about 3 is that 3 is basically a prequel to 1, so
Yeah.
that's probably why he was still a little wet behind the ears.
Oh, but yeah. So let me fix that. It's not that he could have put a shirt on. It's just a thing of either put a shirt on or get rid of the one leather strap that's right there.
yeah, that's true. That's very true.
you can do one or you can do the other. Take it or leave it.
Oh, that did clash with his jacket. You're absolutely.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, does Dante have an accent?
I don't.
American.
He speaks like a surfer boy.
Okay, because for the first time I saw his DMC5 look, it looked like he had like an English. He should have had an English or Australian accent.
Nah, he just.
he ain't Aussie. He don't got that
Australian
Australian
Dante.
accent.
that would be amazing.
I feel like
Holy
he'd do that out of like just a meme.
Probably would.
Oi, I'm looking for my fucking sword, eh? Where y'all find it? I'll tell you what. No, we're not going back
He's
to
not
accent
from
mode.
Hogwarts.
Listen, if they do add in costumes for DMC3, I hope like Dante dresses up as Mario and Virgil's Luigi and just go
Yo.
Hey, Mario, this shit's getting whack.
I'm feeling motivated, Mario.
I'm feeling motivated. No, let them both do their jackpot. Oh my god. Yes. Mario Luigi jackpot.
Mario and Luigi Yo, make that its own game. Screw Dream Team, bro. Where's Mario and Luigi Jackpot?
And this just makes the coin sound.
I mean, they did in Bayonetta 2.
Oh,
Whenever he plays the Peach costume, every time she did the Wicked Weave, instead of it making like the spider sound, it made like a Bowser going "Hurrah" sound
oh my!
because it was his arms and legs. I'll tell you, if y'all haven't played Bayonetta on Switch with the Nintendo costumes, you're missing out.
I only played them on the Wii U, so I got to get those. I want to play them again.
The Switch version's real good. If you have the amiibo as well, fun fact, if you tap the Bayonetta 1 and 2 amiibo and Bayonetta 2, they give you every costume in the game for free.
Oh,
What I
that's
do?
nice.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Wait, you have
And-
to pay for the costumes even have the amiibo?
Yeah, I guess you're technically playing
If you
13
don't,
now.
if you don't, then to get the costumes in the game, you just have to like do the requirements.
Okay,
Like, I think you just need to like get like the halos and stuff and just buy them manually in the game. If you have the amiibo, you can just cheat sheet your way right to the end.
I like that. I like that.
And as someone who already played through the Wii U version on the hardest difficulty, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just dink.
Wait, since you
And
like Bayonetta, you'll really like Devil May Cry 3 because
Yeah.
that's where Bayonetta heavily drew its inspiration from.
I was thinking of starting up DMC 3 sometime this week, but Kakarot comes out on Friday, and don't want to like stress myself to speedrun it.
you're right. You're
DMC 3 isn't really that long.
You guys really think Kakarot 3 is gonna be it? It's gonna be good.
Ooh,
Look,
ooh.
I know,
Ooh.
I know why you have your reservations, but look, if you're a Dragon Ball fan and you love the way CC2 does remake a lot of things in their anime games, you'll love this. And plus, it's just fun going back through all the whole Dragon Ball original saga, seeing all those scenes remastered with that CC2 flair. Plus, if you love, like me, the Legacy of Goku games on the Game Boy Advance, you'll love this one. It's literally an RPG.
And they're also adding, as far as I know, they're also adding and like remixing like the original music, like Head Shala and stuff. Like they got that in the game,
Yeah.
bro.
Yep.
I don't know. It feels like it's gonna be another anime fighter. Well,
Listen,
anime
listen,
game,
listen.
not fighter.
Everyone
It's gonna
thought
be mediocre.
everyone thought
Look.
Fighter Z looked amazing. This game gonna blow Fighter Z out the water.
I don't know about that.
No,
but
stop this right now, Blake. Stop that.
I don't know about that, but because I think that I don't think it has an online mode at all. So I think
it's
that's
fully
probably-
single player.
Yeah, I think that's probably one of the best things for it because anytime those anime games throw an online mode, that's when they start doing cheap bull crap. And
If you
It's
ever
like-
encounter the yellow flash online in any Naruto game, you turn your console off.
exactly.
You ain't trying to deal with that.
think- I was-
I'm so hyped for Kakarot though. That's
Like just little things like with the way they flash step and everything, and as you level up, they like start moving even faster. That's
Yes.
pretty cool.
Was it at E3 where they showed what would happen if Vegito like maxed out his stats and he was like instant transmissioning everywhere?
Yeah.
I don't know, Blake. You know what? I feel like I want to put your faith to the test here, man. Like,
Okay. All right. I'm listening.
I'm feeling a bet going on here.
Oh,
You know?
all right. Okay, hold up. Let me check my wallet. I got. Hold up. Hold up. All right. I don't got any money in here, but I do have three. I do have 3 coffee cards for McDonald's. So you can get yourself 3 free coffees. What you betting, son?
I was trying to make a simple bet with you.
Okay,
Within a
all right.
week, a Metacritic score prediction
Okay.
of this game. I was
Okay.
gonna say about like $20.
Oh, 20. You know, yeah, I'm down with this. All right.
$20.
20
$20.
bucks?
I don't think this game, after a week, is gonna get higher than 80. It's
don't
gonna
think it'll
cruise
get
around
80.
70 to 79.
Nah, I feel like it's going to do pretty good.
Let me
It's gonna get above an 80.
let me see something. Just gonna do some research here before I lose 20 bucks.
Trying to make a safe bet.
He's learned.
wrong? Why you just- What's wrong? Where's your faith at, man?
Well, see, no. See, no. I have faith. I don't have faith in humanity though. I don't have faith in humanity at all.
Take that bet.
Let's see. Listen, they got Fighter Z at an 87. Hell yeah, we're taking this bet. It's gonna be above
Fighter
an 80.
Z, that's what you compare. Oh, okay. You know what? Okay. Okay.
Listen.
Above an 80. So when does it drop?
But
When does it come out?
wait, hold on. They do have Xenoverse 2 at 72.
You already said
that
yes to
deserves
that,
a 72
man.
because
You're-
Actually, wait, hold on, wait. So, Xenoverse 2 on Switch is 75, Xenoverse 2 on PS4 is 72, Xenoverse 2 on PC is 78, and Xenoverse 2 on Xbox One is 73. So the PS4 version apparently is the worst rated one.
servers.
Nah, you know what? I think it's gonna be above an 80. Even if it's 81, Shadow, I'm thinking it's gonna be above an 80. There ain't no way it's going to be below 80. It'll sit at 80 or it'll go higher, but it's not going lower. You have my $20. You have my $20 right now. I'm about to set up my PayPal. Hold up.
already admitted
17. The game comes out at 17.
The
I'm
17th.
I'm guessing the embargo probably lifts sometime this week.
I'd say probably Wednesday.
No, next week. Next week, yeah, about Tuesday or Wednesday, it's probably gonna lift. So, what's a good time frame? I think after release. Let's go after release.
After release, all right.
After release, I'm gonna say the 24th.
About to make a Metacritic account.
I'm smashing out
Wow,
with
this guy.
Though they also have Pokemon Sword at 80%, so I'm fairly confident.
I don't know why you could. Okay, you know what? All right, fine. All right. 17th when it launches to the 24th, it's only gonna stay around 70 to 79. You could take 80 and higher.
That's all I'm rolling with. We
You
going
take
with 80,
below.
80 or higher.
All right,
If it's at
yeah, but anything
79, you gonna be a $20 rich boy. However, it's 20 Canadian dollars. Do with that what you will.
Oh my god. This guy's about to play with the finesse.
Bro, I am on with this. We are in with this. Y'all heard it here live on stream. Anyone watching, we are holding the JRPG God accountable for when he fall. He don't believe, ladies and gentlemen, he don't believe in the power of CyberConnect 2. He doesn't understand. And that's why he's going to be buying me a Big Mac, son.
Oh wow.
Bro, 20 bucks?
Hey, Blake.
Hi.
I have faith in Cybernetic too. You know they made my favorite RPG franchise of all time, but even I think DBZ is only going to get maybe 75 to 80
Nah.
at most.
Nah.
80 at most.
No.
Sounds like somebody in here has some rationale.
Listen,
Yeah.
if anyone else, right, you want to put 20 bucks in the pot too? Shoot, let's go.
Only this 20 Monopoly money like what you're doing.
Wow. You were gonna.
Oh, but wait a minute. Let's be a little bit more clear about this bet.
As far as I'm concerned, everything's already been set in stone. But go on.
It's coming out on multiple systems. So, which system are we counting here? All of them?
You gonna time me
Or-
down? Ain't no way it's gonna do all of them because ain't no one got an Xbox One.
All right. I think I give you the most install base.
I'd say PlayStation 4 will probably be the best one.
All right, but we'll go with PlayStation 4 then. PlayStation 4.
However, if PlayStation 4 is 79, Xbox One's at 81, I take my victory. Okay. Well, now that I've successfully thrown away $20, the last subtopic we have tonight is The Witcher is now officially on Netflix. The dude who plays Superman plays Geralt, and apparently he says "fuck" a lot.
Yes.
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 I've been seeing just this meme go around that says, and as Geralt of Rivia once said, "fuck."
Yeah, I watched like 3 or 4 episodes into it. I got to the part where Yennefer finally, looks hot. So
Wow.
Took a
Did
second.
anybody play Witcher 3?
I did. I got to as far as like where I'm killing that demon baby or whatever.
I got as far as his tutorial, and then so
Dang.
I picked it up on my
No, I
Nintendo
wasn't feeling
Switch.
it. Oh wow. Yeah, I wasn't feeling Witcher. I don't know why. I just I really want to go back and play it. Like if I see it for like $20 somewhere, which
should be
around that
15.
time that bet goes off, and
Okay.
you might just buy me that, put that on my wish list, and buy me that.
Damn.
But,
Damn. This man getting cocky.
yeah, all right. I'm never a fan of Witcher. I'm watching the Netflix series. I'm gonna see how that works out.
Oh yeah.
I intend to watch it. I've heard really good things about it though.
Yeah, it's pretty good so far. Like it's not cheesy. It's how I actually like the diverse cast. Like you would in a Game of Thrones setting, there's a lot of black and white and different races in this show.
And I will say this: it's really well written, but there's a lot of exposition, and I mean a lot.
I didn't think it'd take this long for Yennefer to, go through those changes.
I guess that's the point, because like the Witcher games, there's a lot of talking. I know this.
There
So like,
I mean, they're all based on novels, so
Yeah, this is not based on the
too.
game directly.
Yeah, that's true. But I've seen like they literally have like the cutscene style, like how it does in the Witcher 3. So it's weird if you know. Well, I know it's in the first episode. I don't know.
It's pretty cool though.
Yeah,
It's a good show.
So the Ninja Storm games are all ranking in between 70 and 80 on Metacritic.
What's going on? Your faith is shaking.
This man getting and knees are bending. Don't let your knees buckle,
I know,
buddy.
right? Yeah.
My microphone's not on my desk anymore, but if it was, y'all would hear my leg shaking.
Oh man. Don't be afraid now. You be alright.
Hey man, just think about that Gohan versus Cell fight. That was fire,
Bro.
It's gonna take off.
Bro, they're gonna ride nostalgia, and I'm gonna ride a 20 into the.
Be right back.
All right. So I think that's basically it. Nothing else that we forgot to mention. I think that's basically it. Yeah, let's start doing outros. I tell you what. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
You insult my people anymore, Blake, and I swear to God.
Listen, Rabbit, at no point did I say, don't make me fuck my cousin in a pile of mud. Listen. The Shadow. So, outro, yeah. Where can the people find you?
People can find me at Shadow Elite HD, the JRPG God. Well, I still don't have that title back because I'll be Nocturne. But yeah, if you love JRPGs, go subscribe to my channel. Also, you can find me on January 24th, taking somebody $20. But yeah, that's what you can get. Yeah, thank you.
All right. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. Y'all might see me disappear from the internet for a few days after Kakarot drops. Just for personal reasons. I got that jaw surgery coming up.
This man putting in his call out time. He's about to call out ahead of time on the internet.
Newtside. Where can they find you at?
Yeah, you can find me on Revolving-Bunker on Twitter and Tumblr.
Alrighty. And Rabbit, where can they find you at?
Yes. Hello, everyone. You can find me on Rabbit Sensei Gaming on Twitch and YouTube. Right now on Twitch, I'm actually currently playing through Xenoblade Chronicles 2 on Thursdays, and it's a blind playthrough. So if you want to see that, be sure to.
Now, hold on one second. We have to ask the question because I'm sure me and Blake are just curious.
Listen, no. He hasn't gone. He hasn't gotten to the part yet.
Oh man,
he hasn't met Mithra yet, so he can't form an opinion.
But I'm sure you've seen Mithra.
Yeah, I've seen, and based on design, Pyra.
Oh, we love to hear it. That's all I need to hear. This guy's good. I like this guy.
Is Souls back yet? He said BRB.
You can find Souls on that.
All right.
So
at my channel.
Rabbit, stop. So I'm gonna do my best Souls impression. You can find me at Souls over on Twitter. Not my YouTube because I don't upload there. Don't ask. And I'll see y'all next time. Yeah. Cool. All right.
Cool,
thanks,
cool,
Souls.
I like
Thanks, Souls. We'll catch y'all in the next podcast, which in theory should be 2 weeks from now. I'd like to get at least another episode out before I do have to take a hiatus because of surgery. But we will see y'all in the future, and I think we're doing an episode of the HPMP tomorrow.
Yes, we are.
So definitely look out for that. Your boy will be tweeting it. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at WesttownHD so you don't miss out. And we'll see y'all in the future. Bye.
Peace.
Sayonara.
Did everybody gonna say bye?
I did say bye.
Okay, bye.
Damn.